Hi everybody, BS Outdoors here. So I'm at work today. It's Wednesday. It's been a while since I did a video, so I want to show you guys what I do for work. As some of you know, I work in a tannery. Yes, like Moyle and Mink and Sleepy Creek, Prado's Trading Post, great tannery. I prefer him out of all of them. But our tannery, more what we work with is whitetail, elk, moose, bear. We're more for mounts. We still do little critters. We do everything. I mean, last week I shaved stuff from Africa. This week I'm shaving whitetails. Next week I'm probably shaving some bears. So yeah, we do a little bit of everything. But I just want to show you guys what I do during the day. You know, a lot of you never seen this side. You see the pretty mounts and the painting and all that stuff, but you don't know what goes into it. That one of the really big steps that goes into making a mount really nice. So let me get you guys set up here, and yeah, I'll show you what I do all day long. So all I'm doing here, thinning down the hide. See how that looks nice and blue? Not really. I'll show you at the end of it though. Like I said, sorry guys, I've never really done this before, so. There's a thing in business called chasing blue. All these hides, they turn blue, and it's just where the hair follicles start. Since these are a darker hide, the hide will turn a bluish color, whereas white patches on a cow turn pink. And that getting the blue kind of lets you know you're thin enough. Starting out, don't worry about going to blue. If you try and force a hide to go to blue, you will false cut. You will cut holes. I've been shaving for 4 years. I do 5,000 hides a year. I still don't make all my hides go to blue. Basically, if they will, I'll take them there. But I don't force a hide to go. Like I said, forcing a hide, you will cut a hole, you will false cut. And also I know with some of you guys, sit there and second day shave. You know, for those of you who know how to do this job and everything like that, you second day shave. But for those of you who don't know, after you shave it, you throw it back in the pickle. We use the citric pickle here at Old Barn, and that plumps the hides back up. But here we just do it. I mean, we do everything we need to do the first time around. We get everything clean enough, thin enough, that we don't have a second day shave. If you think about it, the more time you spend on a hide, the less money you're going to make on that hide. There's a right way and a wrong way to shave. whether you go tail to head or head to tail. So we always teach going head to tail, because that's how the hair follicles live. Now I know a lot of guys who shave tail to head, and I'm not talking any crap on them. But if you false cut, if you don't know what a false cut is, I just kind of did one. Hope you can see it, maybe. Right there. So that's starting to hit hair follicles. That's not terrible. The hair follicles won't fall out, but that is a false cut. I just shaved too far. Yeah, there'll be a lot of guys who shave that tail to head, and you get a false cut, it can be really, really bad. You know, shaving head to tail, we can at least hopefully save that hair, you know, super glue it, save the hair from falling out. If you go the other way, you probably ain't saving that hair. It's probably not going to happen. I'm not trying to do this fast or nothing like that. I mean, I just got here. I just got to warm up. Sit there normally 15 to 25 minutes of hide. It just kind of depends on how the hide is, you know, how everything goes. I do 5,000 a year, I do 20 a day, 100 a week. For this business, you know, 100 a week don't sound like a whole lot, but other guys I work with and other guys in this industry, 100 a week could be 2 weeks for them, or for a taxidermist, that could be their whole season. That could be all their deer mounts they get in one season. What I just did there is sharpen the blade. This is basically just a knife blade is all it is, you know. When your knife blade gets dull, the teeth sit like this. That's the same thing with this. So all I'm doing is bringing them back together and making them sharp. Yes, I have caught myself more times than I'd like. Don't feel very good. I'll just say that. Now that we're up here on the face, you got to kind of be a little bit more gentle. Not as very many long swipes. Just more of a kind of a gentle swipe. And then for those of you who are just watching this to to do this, take your time. Just because you see guys doing 20 a day, or they're doing them in 10 or 15 minutes, take your time. Do every hide the same exact way. I start all my hides the same way. And that repetition makes you become faster. You know exactly how you're going to grab each hide each time. You don't have to think about nothing. I mean, we'll stand around and BS all day. I still look at my hide, but I also know where I'm going to grab, what I'm going to do, everything like that. Even though each hide changes, I have the muscle memory on how to shave. That hole was already there. Speaking of that hole, for any of you new guys starting to do this and you're taking on clients, one of the biggest things you can do is take pictures. Take pictures of every hide, every hole on every hide, and keep a documentation of it. That'll save you. When a client calls you back, says you poked a hole in my hide, you can go through your pictures of that hide. No, I didn't. That hole was there. Yes, I did. You know, now that I'm looking at pictures, this is what happened. That's what we do here. We take a lot of pictures. But when you deal with, I think last time I checked, we had 6,500 hides come in, and that was in December. So I mean, we hadn't even got all the way through our deer season, through our elk seasons. I mean, we do between 10 and 12,000 hides a year here. So we deal with a lot of customers. We want to make sure they're happy with the product and they're happy with us. And no one can come back on us, blaming us for anything we did when we didn't do it. I'm up here on the nose. Now for you new guys doing this can be really intimidating. Because it's all really thin. And I mean, it's one of the more important parts then it gets prepped. What prep does, they sew any holes, they thin down their face a little more if they have to, everything like that. I see a lot of shavers spend that extra time cleaning that face up. That's not wrong. I just hope you're charging more, because that's a whole nother step that does not even include this wheel. Like I said, good on the guys who do it. I mean, for wanting to get better, everything like that, give their customer an amazing product. But here, I don't do it because I mean, we have a whole nother team to do that job. So I don't want to spend any more, like I said, the more time you spend on a hide, the less you can do in a day, the less money you'll make. If I can do 20 a day, instead of doing it in 10 hours, I can do it in 8. I make pretty good money on that day. If you think about, you know, my hourly wage. Shake this off and show it to you guys. Maybe. So like I said, I mean, I don't do anything really extra. You know, that's nice, clean. Nose pad, easy for them to clean up. Lip line's nice and clean for them. I mean, they ain't gonna spend very much time at all when it comes to doing the prep work on this hide. Like I said, you can kind of see here how it's a whitish blue. And when you go to stretch that, because I mean, that's another big reason, is to get stretch. Make it where you deer hunters can have the big necks. Yeah, look how nice that stretched out. You know, once it dries and the taxidermist gets it, they can really put their stretch on it and make it where this deer's, it fits really nice on the form, everything lays nice, all that kind of stuff. Maybe, oh, there we go. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me. It's what I do every day. I deal with dead animals. It's good because I don't like people. But yeah, if you'd like to see more videos, I can try and do some on elk shaving, moose shaving, bear shaving, stuff like that. Try and do a video on all that good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope I taught some any of you new guys into or new doing this. Hope you learned a few tips and tricks. Feel free to ask me any questions you like down in the comment. I'm gonna put a link to Old Barn's Facebook page for any of you guys wanting to send your mounts here, send tannery work here. You know, we're we're a great company to work for. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. We care for every hide that comes in here like it's our own. So until next time, guys, tight chains.